All right, guys, let's look at the screen. So we have two sides of the equation. We have the LHS and we have the RHS. The idea is to isolate our x, but let's see when we can do that. Let's start solving the LHS, the left hand side. So the LCM of 2 and 5 is 10. So I'm going to multiply this by 5 and this by 2. Now, can I write it as 5 into 5x minus 3 minus 2 into 3x minus 5. Is it clear till here, guys? Now, similarly, for the right hand side. Now, if there is nothing written, it is basically 25 by 1. Now, let's solve the RHS similarly. The LCM is 3. So I'm going to multiply this term by 1 and this term by 3. You guys know the concept of LCM. So that is going to be 2x minus 5 minus 3 into 25. Is this step clear, guys? Any doubt over here? Does it make sense?
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes, Arna.
Why do you multiply it by 3 in the RHS side?
Why did I multiply? I haven't multiplied anything. I have just solved both of them individually. I haven't changed. The equal to sign is still there in between.
Yes, but sir, like whatever we do on the LHS side, we also do it on RHS side. So you wrote 25 by 1 into 3. So
Correct.
then at the LHS side, it's not multiplied by 3. So that's
correct. So we do a similar or the same operation on both the sides when we are trying to isolate something. Right now, I am just simplifying it by taking the LCM. I haven't started solving it also. I have just taken the LCM of both of them individually and solved. Do you guys know the concept of LCM or do I have to revisit that?
Sir, I know the concept of LCM.
Yeah. Yes. I asked the same question last time. All of you told me that you knew the concept of LCM. Now, that is what I've done. I've taken the LHS and I have taken the RHS and I have just solved them individually. I haven't started isolating x or anything as of now. Now, in the next step, I am going to multiply each term and try to open up the brackets and get rid of the brackets. So 5 into 5 is 25x and 5 into 3 is 15. The sign is negative. Minus 2 into 3 is 6x and 2 into minus 5 is minus 10. The denominator hasn't changed. I am still with 10. Similarly, on the right hand side, 2x minus 5 as it is and 25 into 3 is 75. The denominator is still the same. Is it clear till here, guys?
Sir, please re-explain the first part you told right now.
The second step?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So basically, you see brackets. You see that there is multiplication. The operation over here is multiplication. Right? Now, I'm just trying to get rid of the brackets by multiplying all the terms with whatever they have to be multiplied. 5 is to be multiplied by 5 and 5 is also to be multiplied by minus 3. I have just expanded it. I'm just trying to get rid of the brackets. So now that we have gotten rid of the brackets, we're just trying to get the similar or the like terms together. X and x, and the other constants together. Now, 25 minus 6 is 19x. 25x minus 6x is 19x. So we have gotten rid of this and this. Minus 15 plus 10 is minus 5. Am I right? And the denominator is still the same. On the right hand side, we just have one x term. So let it be 2x. Minus 5 minus 75 is minus 80. And the denominator does not change. Now, from here on, we might have two approaches. Some of you might have shifted this entire thing to the left hand side and might have equated it to 0. But think of an easier approach. Whenever we have an equal to sign, you guys know that we can cross multiply directly. Are you guys aware of that?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is not aware of this?
Sir, me, Priscilla.
Priscilla. Okay. Okay. I'll do it in two methods. Don't worry. Over here, whenever we have an equal to sign, we can cross multiply. So now 3 is to be multiplied by this term and 10 is to be multiplied by this term. When we do this, we get rid of our denominators so that we do not have to work with fractions. It is always easier to work with whole numbers as compared to working with fractions, right? So now 3 into 19x minus 5 equal to 10 into 2x minus 18. Do you see that I have eliminated the denominator? Some of you might have shifted the entire term to the left hand side. Let's see if we can do it that way. Of course we can.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yes.
Like when from the denominators, when we multiply it, why are we multiplying it with both the digits, not only one?
Because look, 10 has to be multiplied by 2x. 10 has to be multiplied by minus 80 also. 3
Why
has
should we multiply with both?
Because-
Like to both the digits?
Okay, because when we are multiplying it, the entire term is to be multiplied. It is not just one individual, because you're sending the entire 3 over here. In the previous one, say if I write, for example, if I write 2x plus 1, you multiply 3 with 2 and you also multiply 3 with 1. Do you just multiply 3 with 2 and leave it? You write 6x plus 3, right? For example.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Have you learned the multiplication when it comes to such terms? So if I say a plus b into a minus b, each term has to be multiplied with the other. A has to be multiplied by a has to be multiplied by b has to be multiplied by a, and b is to be multiplied by b. That is the same logic I'm implementing here. Every term has to be multiplied with the entire thing. Now 19 into 3 gives us 57x, because it is 19x into 3. Now minus 5 into 3 gives us minus 15. Similarly, 10 into 2x gives us 20x, and 10 into minus 80 gives us minus 800. Is this clear, guys? Now the entire idea is to isolate x. We have 20x over here and we have 57x over here. Now let's bring this 20 over here. So the sign is plus, so it becomes minus 57x minus 20x, right? Now this is a constant that is there with x. Let's get rid of it. Minus 15 goes to the other side and becomes plus 15. So we get minus 800 plus 15. Are we clear? Once we have an equation in the form of a line, we're trying to isolate x over here. Instead of working with fractions, we're trying to work with whole numbers. Are you guys clear till here? Now it is just a two-step approach. 57 minus 20 is 37x, and minus 800 plus 15 is minus 785. Now, this is very simple. What did we do? 37 is being multiplied. So if I have to get rid of 37 over here, I have to divide it on the right hand side. Remember, minus becomes plus, plus becomes minus, multiplication becomes division, and division becomes multiplication. You've come across the change in operations in your previous classes and in my previous class. And I've also told you why these changes happen. So because the concept is clear, we're just trying to directly apply. This is where we will build on our speed. Therefore, x is equal to minus 785 divided by 37. If you guys want, you can divide this and solve, or else you can leave the answer over here. Is this clear?